They looking at it from a minimalistic view, but it's just bigger than that though. And it's like that's why I learned that shit from Wu-Tang, obviously.
Nice.
Cause like
the documentary.
Sipping on shit that my feel evolve. Out in the field and we up in the score. As you know, I got the feds on my ass and tripping. None of the kids get sold. Type of nigga that to beat to a war. Now this ain't go but a nigga on pause. Keeping the blicky hidden in the whip. I ain't afraid to let that shit off.
My niggas be copping that work. What the fuck is you doing, ho? Fuck a racket, get put in the dirt. Why you talking that shit?
Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm Irish Wynter, and we are here with the Wynter Podcast, and I'm here with JAV.
How you guys doing? What's up, man?
So we just really just getting on top with it, on time with it. You feel me, man? I just had him here, episode 2. He was here, just chilling and everything. We was just vibing out and everything. You know, I was just like talking about like the whole trajectory of what we got going on here, and he was just here in the sidelines just chilling out. He met Angel and shit, and we was just talking about him, which is what we're gonna get into more today, and we're just gonna do a deep dive and delve into him. You know, because I know him, he's fam and everything. Besides that, you know, he said he was just going to give full transparency, and that's exactly what we need on here. Right, so, yo, tell the people where you from and let them know about yourself, what you want to tell them and shit.
What's good, guys? My name is JAV. I'm from Jersey City, New Jersey. Yeah, man, started doing music at a young age. You know, Jersey City is very, there's a lot of talented people with it. There's a lot of music influences as well. Yeah.
What age did you start writing music?
Shit. I started around, I said it was like.
You was a youngin'.
Yeah, I was like 6, 7.
Damn.
We were writing some bullshit. we used to have this Nokia.
Okay.
We used to record this shit. Like my brother raps. Mm-hmm. So he used to have like these CDs with instrumentals.
Oh, okay.
So we used to play them shits, and we used to record that shit on the Nokia. And I remember I used to bring that shit to my brother. He used to laugh at that shit. He used to be like, "The fuck you talking about?" He's like, take that shit back.
I bet that shit sounded like a microwave underwater, didn't it?
Bro, that shit sounded crazy, bro. That shit sounded nuts.
But at the time, it was like, yo, this shit is fire, cuz.
I'm like, this shit gonna take us out the hood.
Yeah, this shit gonna get us out.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
It was that. It was like, yo, this shit is it. But, yeah, man, that's how it started. And then...
What got you into music?
My brother, actually.
Okay.
Yeah, like my brother's one of my biggest influences when I do this shit. Pretty much, you know, I think my career to him. Growing up, I used to see him. We used to share a room.
Okay.
And he had a setup.
Mm-hmm.
And I had to sleep at a certain time. Yeah. You know, I'm young.
Yeah.
I had my bedtime. And
but he was
recording. So I used to act like I was sleeping to see him record. And
so oh wow! So you would just be in the bed, and then like he would just be right there, just like doing his thing,
recording his lines and his puppets and shit. And I used to watch him, and I was like, "Yo!"
So you were picking his brain.
From that moment when I saw him do that shit, I knew that that's what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Like,
wow!
From that moment on, I was like, "Yo, this is me.
This is it right here, and this is what makes me me."
Yeah, I wasn't concerned on anything, bro. Like, you know, most kids, you know, they want to wrestle when they grow up, or they want to be a firefighter, a cop. I looked at that, I was like,
football or some shit.
Yeah, I was
average Joe life, and there's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, but it was something about music. You know, my mom sung. You know, she was in a choir when she was younger. My dad, you know, he was influenced in music. Mm-hmm. There was always music around the house.
It was a big part of his life too.
Yeah, like he wasn't a musician, but he used to listen to a lot of music. And I grew up there. My brother listening to different types. Mm-hmm. So music was really big in my family. Yeah. And I'm telling you, from a young age, I just felt that shit. Every time I heard music, I felt it, and I knew it was just like, this is me.
Yeah. It was filling a certain void.
Yeah,
would you say?
Yeah, most definitely. It gave me that comfort that I was missing. Yeah. Yeah. So that's when I knew this shit was.
Definitely, I feel the same way, because it's like, you know, there's definitely like tons of things that you could grow up loving and really like taking into heart, but then there's just that one thing that just makes us us.
Facts.
You know, because it's like, I love how you mentioned wrestling. I grew up watching WWE a lot as a kid, and that's what made like my personality a little bit. So it's like, you know, that's something else that I want to do, like, you know, besides that. But it's just like, it's cool how like everything that we grow up loving just reasons to one thing. Yeah. It's like, the things that we grew up, personally enjoying as children or as teenagers when we grow up, it goes back to music. It's like movies and whatnot. So it's just like, yeah, man. What were you listening to growing up?
Shit. We listened to a lot of 50. Most definitely a lot of 50. M was another one.
Okay.
Definitely. Shit. Fuck, bro. A lot of the niggas that I grew up listening to just ain't around.
Who would you say the niggas that made you? Like, instead of like personally, I'm talking about like people that you idolized growing up.
Oh,
yeah, music shit.
Most definitely. I definitely think Pun. If you heard Passage, you could definitely hear the influence. So Pun, Joe, once again 50. And then when we go into like this generation, I say we doing this generation. I say the Young Blues. Believe it or not, Chicken actually influenced me a lot too.
The more melodic sound.
The more melodic, yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Those are the main people that I listen to that inspire me, because I just feel like my thing is a lot of people sound the same.
Yeah.
So it's hard to be like, yo, this person influenced me because this person sounds like this person and that person sounds like that person. But I feel like no one sounds like Chicken. No one sounds like Pun or Joe or 50 or,
They have their own distinct niche sounds.
Yeah. So they all have their own sound. When you listen to it, you know who they are off the rip. Like,
just telling by their cadence or their flow.
Yeah, most definitely. Another one I've been listening to was Brent. I've been listening to Brent a lot lately, bro. Like, that's one of my motivations right now. Brent, Bryson.
Fucking legend.
Bro.
That nigga, like, bro. Bro, Trap Soul was like, I feel like that was like one of the pinnacles for melodic, trap music that we have today. Because if you really fucking think about it, that nigga was way ahead of his fucking time. And he paved the way for some niggas, honestly.
Was definitely. And it's crazy what he did with one album.
Yeah. A
lot of people can't do with multiple. It's crazy. Like, he set a trend and everybody was trying to follow that shit and no one can execute it the way he executed it. Which just leads me to my next person, Frank Ocean.
Oh shit.
Frank Ocean. I'm telling you right now, bro, none to be fucked with, bro. Frank Ocean got the pen, bro. Like,
that nigga got the pen and he got the mind for this shit.
Most definitely.
Like, I don't know anybody else who really finessed the fuck out of Def Jam.
The way he did.
Oh my god.
That's what I was saying.
That shit is fucking wild.
Bro, that shit is crazy, bro. Like,
it's like, nigga, that's like, bro, and that right there is just pure motivation for when it comes to the shit that we do. Because it's like, yo, these niggas cannot fuck with us. They can't take our personality. They can't take our soul and what we stand for.
Facts.
And like, yo, he really gave these niggas a bullshit album. And then with Endless, with the fucking visualizer, nobody wanted that. And then he just dropped Blonde by surprise.
And that's
skyrocket.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. That shit, that's exactly what I'm saying. And now that we're talking about, being independent now, one of the goals that I feel like is a goal personally to me is Russ.
Oh yeah.
I feel like Russ is very underrated. And
he got some bangers.
He got a lot of bangers.
He got some fucking heat.
And he got a fan base. The only shit is that, he's not mainstream like that. Like, he's not pushed by a major label, so therefore we don't get to see the numbers that he does, but he does numbers.
I feel like, I don't mean to cut you off, but I just feel like he, when it comes to like him personally, like he definitely is up there. I just feel like, the trajectory of of how he goes about things and how he says things could just steer him off a little bit.
Yeah. I think he's a very honest person, but I think that's what I respect about him the most is the fact that he says what's on his mind, and I respect people that are way more honest. Is way more. I could trust that shit way more. I know he's not gonna be on some bullshit. He'll just let me know straight up.
Deadass.
Yeah, I respect that 100%.
I want to ask you something when it comes to that. Now that you said that, like, he shows full honesty with this, how yourself, how you move and stuff like that. How do you move when it comes, with personal relationships and business relationships? And what advice would you give to up and coming artists, telling them how to move and go moving forward with connections and whatnot?
Yeah. Alright, I'm gonna look at the camera when I talk to these young niggas.
Yeah, definitely.
Let
them fucking know.
Alright, so first of all, stop feeling yourself too fucking much, my dude. You're not that important right now. That's something that we need to understand, is that we're not at the level that we think we are. So humble yourself a little bit. Be able to, you know, be able to have these conversations with people. Build relationships. And I'm not talking about some fake shit like you only build a relationship because you want something from that person. Build some honest relationship where you guys can have an actual friendship. And, you know, whoever you build a relationship comes to your crib, you go to their crib, y'all chill, y'all, you know, on some honesty shit, because that's when business is done better. Plus, you don't want people talking shit, yo, like this motherfucker always using. Like, that's the last thing you want to be seen as, bro. Like, that shit is horrible, bro. I'm telling you that right now. It
definitely is.
But, I feel like being you. Be you.
100%.
Yeah, people fuck with you when you are yourself. And people can see through that shit when you're not being yourself. And you're more likely to not get, you know, what you want when you're being someone else. So just be honest, like, just keep it real, bro. But support. A lot of people want to support, but they don't know how to show support. And that's the biggest fucking problem.
Support is free, nigga.
And that's what I'm saying. It's free. It doesn't cost anything to support somebody. Exactly. You want to be supported, but you don't want to support. That's a big problem.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm saying. Like, DJs are mad important, bro. We were talking about that the other day. Yeah. DJs are important.
Producers as well.
Engineers, videographers, photographers,
graphic designers. Like, these are important relationships that you should have as an artist. Like, build that shit. Start building that shit. Because you're gonna need it. I'm telling you this right now. You're definitely gonna need it. But I say that's what it is. Just support to be supported. Yes.
Yeah,
it's like help me help you type of situation. It's like you scratch my back, I scratch yours, and it's not like you're taking full advantage of anyone. It's just like, nigga, motherfuckers really need to be realistic nowadays. You know, people like set themselves back on delusion, and like you said, niggas be feeling themselves way too fucking much, and that shit just get to their head. OD.
And it's corny, bro. Like, it's corny as fuck. Like, me and my team knows that shit. Like, no matter how big we are, we stay true to who we are, because we didn't have anything. And as fast as we got this, is as fast as that shit can go.
Yes, exactly.
And it's just like, then when it goes, niggas are looking at you like, oh, keep that same energy, my guy.
Yeah.
You were a dickhead when you had them. Keep it.
Yeah.
So it's just like, that's
no one's gonna. People could forgive. But no one's going to forget you.
Exactly.
No one's going to forget you, and no one's going to forget any of the things that you fucking do in this life, because words have power, and so do our actions.
Facts.
And that falls into line to everything that we do, personally and business. So I really appreciate you for like saying that to these young niggas, bro, because motherfuckers really need to know what's up, and definitely this life ain't for everybody.
Yeah, nah, it's definitely not. It's definitely not. But I also feel like part of it too is investing in yourself. Like, I was just talking to my boy today. I was talking to my guy Zay about investing. Like, scared money makes no money.
It don't.
And that's what people need to understand. Like, when we did the Bodega Bands feature.
Oh shit! Yeah, let's talk about that after this.
We did the Bodega Bands feature. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people's like, yo, like, really? Like, that's a bag. Like, that's crazy. That you have to pay a couple.
Nigga, I remember when you told me that.
Yeah, and it's like, I understand his value, and I understand what his music meant to me growing up. That's another about somebody else that I grew up listening to was Bodega.
Facts.
So I remember listening to him in high school. I was like, nah, I definitely.
I was in middle school listening to that.
Yeah, I was like, why wouldn't I pay that? Like, you know what I mean? Like,
it makes sense to you.
Yeah, it makes sense to me. It's like
personally and business wise, to your sound and to you growing up listening to that nigga as well.
Most definitely, and that shit opened a lot of doors. Yeah, it opened a lot of doors for me. You know, I was blessed to be able to work with Cito, and you know, and then working with Cito and working with Kid Core and
Yeah.
Jazz and Izzy Nice, and you know, it's crazy. It opened a lot for me, man.
Kid Core helped you write your album, right?
He's actually on the album.
Oh,
It is
wow.
a collab,
Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
Sincerely fucking yours.
Yeah.
When is it dropping?
It's out now.
Yeah, it is actually. Fuck. Wow.
It's out.
Wow. We just like caught up with so much shit. We really on time with that. Like my mind is boggled. But yeah, bro, it's out right now. Go check that shit out. Yo, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
How was the writing process for that like, and what was the recording process like as well?
So actually, we've been working on this EP for a year.
Mm-hmm.
I think we were just finishing the whole COVID thing.
Yeah. It was very hectic for people.
Yeah, it was a crazy ass moment.
Mm-hmm.
And at the time, I was just like, when we wrote it, Mikey was going through his shit. I was going through my shit.
Yeah.
So I was just coming off of just a really weird relationship. Like I didn't know what the fuck we were doing type shit. And mine was all over the place, and we just started working. Like we came up with this instrumental. I remember Mikey was like, he had a boy that makes instrumentals.
Yeah.
And he was playing that shit. And we was just chilling. And he just went in. He dropped the verse. And I got in there, we did my verse, and be like, alright, cool.
Was that the first song recorded?
Yeah, that's the first song we
What song was that?
It's actually the first song on the album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, the first song, which is Different.
Mm.
That was the first song that we did, and then we sat on that shit for like a year.
Mm-hmm.
And then I did the last song on the album. That was the second song we worked on. Mm-hmm. And that's the one that we put Jess. She's in the background, and we knew off of that. After the second track, we were like, nah,
this is it. Right
yeah,
here.
we're gonna make a project.
You coming up too strong. Try to play along, but I can't do this thing no more. I'm tired of the grinding. I just wanna take it easy. Now my heart is bleeding. I'm scarred.
We started working on the shit, and it just happened naturally, bro. Like it was just natural.
So at first you just were recording singles?
Yeah, we were just recording, and it wasn't even gonna be singles. It was just like they were potential throwaways.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was like a potential throwaway.
So you're meaning to tell me that these were like
Yeah.
reference tracks for other niggas in a sense?
Yeah, pretty much. It was
Wow.
it was like, yo, I can see this person on it,
Wow.
and it was just like, after we did the second track, we were like, nah, we're keeping this shit.
You know what, my nigga? That right there is a perfect prime example that, hey, I could be a ghostwriter for somebody, but if this shit is fucking lit, why waste it, you know? And that is a perfect prime example right there for this shit right here, my nigga. Because it's like, yo, he didn't let this shit go to waste. He was in there with his team, with his niggas, and it was like, yo, this is something right here. And honestly, that's really fucking cool, bro. Like, cause honestly, like, I remember when you showed me Scarred, that was gonna be a fucking reference track?
So no, we did Scarred. So Scarred was actually supposed to be for my like I heard the instrumental. I remember it getting sent over and just put her vocals on it. Once I knew it, I was like, yo, I thought I was gonna save it. I was just gonna keep it saved. I was thinking about possibly doing it as just a single, put it on, possibly my standalone. And then, once again, Mikey comes in, he bodies the second verse, and we just like, alright, fuck it.
Yeah, it's like, it needs to be on this shit. It's just like, it wouldn't make any sense if it wasn't on it.
Yeah, so Kid Core comes in, he bodies the second verse. I'm like, alright, we're gonna keep this shit. Like,
that's crazy.
we're gonna keep this because this man is just fucking genius. So we kept it, we added it, and yeah, it's just nuts because we understood it. Once we did the second track, we understood that we can give it to someone, but what we're looking for, they're not gonna give it to us.
Yeah.
Like, we already know how this is gonna sound,
Yeah.
so why not?
We know how to do this ourselves.
Yeah.
So it's like, why have anybody else a part of this shit when we already got the full structure and the full fucking Coliseum fucking made already? So, you know, I definitely, like see where you're coming from, and that shit is fucking fire.
Yeah,
bro.
Man.
Sincerely Yours is out now. Go fucking listen to that shit.
That's the thing. Bro.
It just like it's out on Apple Music, Spotify, Tidal, everywhere, all platforms. This nigga is official. Go check him the fuck out. We're not gonna close off right now. It fucking seemed like it, but so moving forward, man. What else you got going on with your music besides your album and whatnot? Bro, your listening party was fucking tough.
Thank you, bro.
That shit was just like fire, bro. And like my nigga, like I'm just like. I was excited to be there, you know.
Thank you for coming, bro.
We had a fun time. It was really great,
man.
and I loved like the feedback that you were getting from people as well. Like people really loved that shit. So it's like part 2. I bet y'all motherfuckers didn't know that, but part 2 is definitely coming. So we gonna have the footage and everything. You gonna see this nigga in his element, looking lit as fuck, flea as fuck, nigga. But yeah, bro, what else you doing with your music moving forward?
Shit, as you heard, and you know, in the listening party. We did the snippet for the next track, which is Over.
Oh yeah. That shit was insane.
Yeah, so that's gonna be the next shit that we're working on. Then after that, we got a little something cooking up for the summer, and yeah, we planning after that project. We got something for next year as well. We planning. We can't really talk about that.
I know. I really want the people to know. But it's better that you just be ready for a fucking surprise, you know?
Yeah,
expect the unexpected from this man.
Mad special, bro.
Yeah,
mad special. What I will say is Bodega is coming back for the next project that we're doing. So he's gonna buy that shit.
Y'all heard it fucking here first, bro. We getting more Bodega and Pop, nigga. Oh my gosh. Bro, before we close out, bro, y'all understand that I've been listening to this nigga Bodega since I was in middle school? Bro, mine real off of Kid Cannabis, bro. Yo, if you watch this Bodega, like, yo, that, I just know, strictly for my poppy shit, you know what I mean, nigga? Oh my gosh, bro. Yo, Javi, thank you for coming. This shit was awesome, bro. Like, I really appreciate you just coming here and just speaking your mind and just letting the people know who the fuck you are, my nigga. Like, this is definitely what we needed, and like, I'm really happy with this shit, for real.
Yeah, bro. You know, anything for you, bro. You know, you fam and shit. So,
of course,
whenever you say come through, we slide it.
Yeah, facts. Shout out to my nigga Hav, bro. You know, shout out the fam, shout out Ale, shout out Wyatt, my nephew and shit, you feel me, nigga?
Guys.
Bro, we out here, bro. It's the Wynter Podcast, Hellspawn shit. Go follow Hav at The Real Hav on Instagram. Go follow me at XIrisWinter. And go follow Angel at RA_Solutions_. We out this bitch. See y'all niggas.
Oh my God.